Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest World Tutorials. I'm KoichiGZ, and in this video we're going to go over the new feature that has actually come out for the Walkfest 2024 event, and that is going to be the carriage, as you can see here. So this is actually a quest that you can or a feature that you can unlock by completing a quest. So again, once you have completed the quest, it will no longer show up in the events portion of your quest log. And then also something else about this quest, you must have cleared up to main story quest 2 chapter 5 in order and have an adventure rank of at least 20 to have this quest unlocked. So pretty much with this new feature, this is going to be the Basha, which is going to be the carriage. So the carriage is going to provide two skills, pretty much your carriage skill and then also the swap function. So in this case, what you need to do to have these particular features or functions to use them, you're going to need to have a standby character. So what you need to do for the carriage, in order to access it, you must go to your preparations down here. And then over here, we have a new icon added. So this is going to be the carriage. So if you go here, so in this case, I have a character already on standby. In this case, is going to be Terry. So here, what you'll have is this is going to be the main carriage screen. So with here, you're going to actually have a couple of things that you can see here. You're going to be able to see the standby characters that you can actually have inside your carriage. So in this case, I actually have Terry. If there are other characters, you pretty much just select them and then you can actually decide to have them as standby. Then after that, you can actually have a button that actually goes over, you can actually look at the strengths of the standby character and what equipment they have on. And you can also change the equipment that they have on as well. Then you're also going to have a button that shows the special characteristics that they have and also the skills that they have as well. So in this case, the first thing that I want to do is go over and talk about a little bit about your standby character. So standby characters are going to be characters that are going to be pretty much, they're going to be featured in the game as you go through the quest, but now you'll be able to actually travel along with them by having them in your carriage as a standby character. So with the standby character, you can actually equip things on them. So in this case, what I have here for Terry, this is going to be his basic equipment that you're going to see here. But pretty much like your regular characters, you're going to have a page for the actual strengths that they have. In this case, Terry is actually max level at level 50. So that looks like that's going to be the max level for this. Then you're also going to have the equipment page. So in this case, I can actually change the equipment that he has on. Terry is actually going to be only have expertise with swords, so I can only put swords on him. So pretty much with this, you can actually see that there are some icons that you have, the actual characters that are going to be in the party that I have, and then you're going to have these faceless icons. The faceless icons are actually going to be characters that have that piece of equipment equipped them on them already, but they're in a different team that I actually have set up. So that's pretty much going to be that there. So pretty much with Terry, you can actually equip on a weapon that you actually want him to use in battle. In this case, I'm actually not quite sure what I want him to have on, but definitely, well, the sword he has on is actually okay, and actually has uses for Dane power. Or the Dane attribute. So here also you can equip on shields as well. So let's see. I don't have anyone equipped on with the shield, so I'll equip him with this Dane shield as well. Then here for let's see, since he does use Dane, what I'll do is actually equip him on, if I have a Dane piece of equipment. So in this case, I'm going to have this one right here. So this is going to be the Roaring Thunder equipment there. Then also, let's see, for Dane, I have that equipped on there. I'll have him equipped with this one on here. So just to increase his basic stats, they don't really have to match up as well as your main characters though. So here, last for the leggings, I will actually go ahead and clip this on as well. Then besides that, they do not, the standby characters do not have souls. Instead, they will have 5 slots for soul pearls. So here, since he's going to be using Dane-based abilities, what I want to do is go ahead and equip Dane things on. So here, I'm gonna put that on there. So actually, I have a lot that I have freed up. So this should actually work out quite well for Terry. So this will actually show up really well when I have him come out later. So now he's actually fully kind of maxed out, I would say. So that's going to be the equipment section here. Then over here, we're going to actually have unique characteristics. So in this case, I mentioned before, we're going to have a carriage skill. So the carriage skill is going to be unique to the standby character that you have equipped, or that's riding in the carriage as the standby character. In the case of Terry, he's going to have the standby or the carriage skill that he will provide is going to be Shui no Keikaishi, which is going to be aware of your surroundings. So what this does is that pretty much being aware of your surroundings, the range at which you can interact with things on the field is slightly increased. So in this case, pretty much it's just like the ability of the ninja, the walker skill, so clarity of the 5 senses. But in this case, it's only just a little bit. But also, with clarity of 5 senses, this actually adds to it. So this can actually boost the range of clarity of the 5 senses. So this is actually pretty good, especially if you're going to be using the walker skill of the ninja. So besides that, he's also going to have unique characteristics. So here with the unique characteristics, the first one is going to be Wareru no Ken Waza, which is going to be Terry's personal sword technique. So with this, so this is going to be pretty much almost similar to like a sudden activation ability. So pretty much at the start of the turn, Terry has a rare chance of increasing the attack power of the weapon he's wielding, or get a special effect that will increase his own damage. Then after that, he's going to have another ability called Sumitai Emi, which is going to be kind of cold grimace. So this is also not sudden activation, but kind of randomly activates in battle depending on your actions. So when doing a weapon or physical technique skill, he has a chance of lowering the weapon or physical technique damage of the enemy. So that's actually quite good. Then over here, we're going to also have special techniques. So pretty much these are going to be all the skills that he actually has with the sword that he has on, or the weapon he has on, and then also a personal one. So pretty much with Terry's going to have his own special skill. So this is going to be right up here, which is going to be Aoki Senko, which is going to be Blue Fash. What this does, this is going to increase the power of weapon and physical technique damage for 1 attack, and it also increases the activation of Cold Grimace. So that is actually going to be quite good. So now that's pretty much everything here with the main screen of the carriage, but the next feature is going to be with in battle. So that's going to be the swap function. So pretty much what you need to do is just go into a battle. So I'll go to this one right here. So with swap, what you need to do is actually go to your strategy button, which is going to be down here at the bottom right. So if you click on that there, you're going to actually now have 2 tabs. So you have the first tab, which is going to be to select the strategy of your characters. In this other case, you're going to have another strategy, which is going to be, or another tab, which is going to be to select a standby character to swap out with the character that you have in your inventory, not in your inventory, but on the battlefield. So in this case, the chain number of times that I can do this is going to be twice. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do that with, I'm going to swap out my Guardian with Terry. So in this case, I have, let's see, my Ninja. So my Ninja, what I'll do is I'm actually just going to go ahead and defend. I'll actually go ahead and defend here. I actually want to show Terry's abilities. So here we have Terry. So the first thing that I'll do is actually right here, he has the blue flash. So again, that's going to increase his damage the next turn. So this can only be used once during a battle. So in this case, that's going to be Giga Sword. And then there, so there, that was Cold Grimace, that effect right there. So in that case, the physical weapon and physical damage of that particular monster actually now has been decreased. I'll actually show when it gets back to our turn, I can actually show you what it looks like. So yes, so right there. So that actually has now been decreased for that particular monster. But besides that, that's going to be the effects of Cold Grimace. So now what I want to try to do is actually, let's see, try using personal sword technique. For that, I'm actually, it's going to be kind of random. So it's going to be at the start of the turn. But, in this case, Terry is actually paralyzed, so can't do anything. So in this case, I have not been able to get Terry's other activation ability. So it is actually a very rare chance to actually for it to happen. But pretty much this is going to be what it's like for the standby character. So yeah, so in this case, again, swap out. I can actually do that twice. As you can see, Terry's pretty much just part of the actual team. So one character down there. And second one down. So once the battle is done, Terry goes back to the carriage and my original character comes back in and still gets the XP. But Terry gets XP as well. And here I have a soul that I do not need. So one last thing about the carriage. So the person that's standby in the carriage, they do not need to come out for every battle in order to get experience. Pretty much as you just battle with the team that you have on the field, even if the standby character does not come out on the battlefield, as long as they are on standby in the carriage, they actually will gain XP. That is pretty much how I leveled up Terry. So that's pretty much very useful, something useful to know, definitely for this event. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So your standby characters are going to be there in the carriage. You have to select them. They give you special carriage skill. They have their own unique techniques that they can use in battle. So that's pretty much what's going to be for this new feature. So as new standby companions come along, I will actually go over what their abilities are in terms of the carriage skills and what they can provide in battle. So please stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.